So lately I've just been trying to slow myself down and slow things down.
Hey, welcome. It's me, Ricky. Yeah.
Because I always feel almost like I'm kind of like buzzing and my body is just buzzing and my mind is just buzzing and it's always jumping like a million steps ahead. And then I get really overwhelmed and then I want to shut it off and avoid it and distract myself and not address it. So it's really easy for my mind to just run and jump ahead and then I get overwhelmed. So I'm just kind of trying to now to slow things down and slow my body down and breathe. Take things one step at a time. And I know that sounds simple and easy, but that's weirdly challenging for me. I don't know why. It just is. I don't know if I have to like think I have to figure it all out at once or I'm not really sure, but I just know I overthink everything and it just leads to me not doing anything and freezing and not accomplishing anything and getting in my own way and then being frustrated with myself that I got in my own way and being frustrated that I didn't get anything done. So I'm really just trying to like, okay, let's just stop. Take it one step at a time, take it one breath at a time. Like literally if you have to go second by second, we'll go second by second. It's really hard for me to slow down because I feel like my whole life I've just been running through it all and just like crashing through, just kind of like pushing ahead, like keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm fine. I can do this. I can do this. And then just kind of when shit hit the fan last year and my body just kind of was like, just kidding. No, you can't. Like, stop telling yourself that. It was like, okay, so what do I do? I gotta slow down. And honestly, I've been it's been a challenge to do that like ever since I kind of figured out I did need to slow down. It was like, okay, I realize it, but it took me a while to even start implementing it because I was so in my pattern of go 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 go, doesn't matter, like kind of just plow your way through that. Like that's just what I was used to and so that's what I was doing and it's really hard to break those patterns and those cycles and those fears you have in place and that are so entrenched. So it starts a lot just with your mind, like recognizing when you're doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. And that's another challenge. It's like I can recognize when I do stuff, but it's like, okay, how do I stop it now? I can see what's happening. How do I stop it? That's like a lot of where it's like, okay, I just have to stop. Like I have to slow down, slow right down, think, sit in it, and stop. That's so hard to do. Like to just sit there and face it and sit with it, not distract yourself in some way. Like I can sit in discomfort. What am I trying to say? I don't know how to word this. I've been sitting in discomfort, but it's still that kind of like plowing through kind of energy. It hasn't been the okay, let's just like actually stopping and what do we need to do here, breaking it down to the tiniest baby steps. And it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. And I'm really frustrated with myself. And I keep falling back into my old patterns. So, what am I trying to say here? What was I saying? I'm getting a headache. I need water.
This is your water check. Go get a drink right now. Stay hydrated.
I have to stop it and see what I was talking about. Okay. So yeah, where was I? I've been trying to really just slow down and my coping mechanism, I guess, for the past bit has been very avoidant and it hasn't been working. My self love was self indulgence for a long time, and I confused the self indulgence with self love. And by self indulgence, I just mean like eating what I wanted to eat and sleeping when I wanted to sleep and how long. And acting on my emotions when I wanted to act on my emotions and not stopping to think at all about it and why I felt that way and just being impulsive with it and not doing the dishes and not cleaning up after myself. Hi, Beanie. My precious girl. You know, when it's like I know having my space clean makes me feel better, right? So it was just kind of self indulgence in those ways, doing things immediately that made myself feel good, not giving myself the self discipline I needed to like feel good sort of in the long run. But I think I needed to kind of do that for myself. Maybe it's just an excuse, I don't know. But like I never did allow myself to self indulge. Like I was always very strict and like I mean I still am in certain ways, but like very very strict with myself and gave myself a lot of rules to live by. So I did learn that it was like, okay, I don't have to live by this way. But then I went, you know, a little bit far with it in the other direction. But I do think I kind of needed to let myself do that, you know? Like I think I did kind of have to indulge myself for a bit. But then I realized it was like, okay, this isn't this isn't sustainable and it's not healthy and it's not self-love. Like some of it is sometimes, but when you get like when your apartment is a mess and you don't feel good because you haven't eaten healthy and you are tired because your sleep schedule is off and you haven't gone to the doctor and you should go to the doctor because you haven't wanted to make the phone call and you every time you go to make the phone call you say, oh no, like okay, I'll do it later, you know, just like that's not self-love and that's not sustainable and you end up just feeling like shit. And I did, and I still kind of do because I'm still working on it. And it's hard because sometimes that is self-love, you know, that self-indulgence. Sometimes like yes, but again it's like too much of a good thing is no longer really good anymore. So now I'm just trying to love myself into things. The Princess Girl. What are we looking at? There's a big tree out my window, so there's usually lots of birds. So, but yeah, just trying to find the balance between that self-discipline and self-indulgence, which is self-love. It's like just it's constantly trying to work with yourself and try and figure out what works with you and what's going to work for you. And it's really difficult and it's not easy, but you're worth doing it for. And it's like I keep trying to tell myself that like I'm worth doing that for. I'm worth figuring out who I am and I'm worth figuring out what I like and what I enjoy and like myself, and I'm worth feeling strong and capable and confident and independent, and I'm worth feeling all of those things just like I feel, because I know that I feel that everyone else is worth those things. I think everyone deserves to feel that way. And so it's like, well, why not me? And it's like, I do deserve to feel that way. And I deserve everything just as much as the next person does. And you do too. Like, and it's just like, it breaks my heart when people don't think that they deserve they deserve the life that they want to live, and they deserve the life that makes them feel good and fulfilled, and like everyone deserves a fulfilling life where they feel safe and content at least. And it's just like I deserve that too, and it's trying to get that message like into my body. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like it's just sort of truly believing it all. It's like I can understand it and it's like, yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. It's getting it in your body and like feeling it and acting in a way of self-love, like truly enacting it and living it out is the really challenging part. Like I can understand it, I could feel it, whatever, but it's living it and being it and doing what you need to do. It is just, it's really hard. I don't know. That's just kind of like what I've been thinking about lately and what I've been trying to do. It's like I'm not acting out physically because my mind is doing so many jumps and unnecessary movements, and then I just get confused and it fritzes out, and I just, it's just like, I can't, and it's like, okay, I can't. So I don't do anything and I don't do anything. But it's like all of it's just happening. It's like over and over and over again that happens in my mind. Like, okay, blah, 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 starts going. No, there's too much. I can't stop. And it's like, how do you break that? I have to just slow it down and just go step by step, no matter how baby the steps are. And it's like, okay, we're going to do this now. And it's like, but what about, and then this, and I have to do this, and I have to do this. And it's like, okay, no, we're not going to think about that. We're not going to, no. We're going to do this first. Yeah, but I'm working on it. And it's kind of a slow process. And I get really frustrated with myself. And last night, I had to send an email that I've been needing to send for weeks. Again, what else is new? And I just started crying because I was so frustrated with myself, and I was like, why? Why am I like this? Like, why can't I just do things that okay, I won't say normal, but like the average person can do? Why can't I do it? Like, what's different? Sorry, cat hair. Like, what's so different about me? And then, the pity party ensues. So it's getting out of that mind frame as well, and not letting yourself have those pity parties, and just like, I'm having less of them. Before it was almost like constant, and then it was like, okay, you can have them every now and then, but yeah, you do just kind of have to do shit, and yeah, it's gonna be hard for you, but there's ways that things are a lot easier for you that they're harder for other people. Like, this is just one of the ways that life is hard for you, and we have to figure out how to manage it. And life is easy for me in other ways. So this is what I'm going to talk about, in case this is a difficulty that other people have as well, because I'm sure I'm not one in 7 whatever billion people who is completely alone in that. Maybe, I don't know. Hope not. Oh, whatevs. Okay. You say bye, Bee? Bye. Oh, bye. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Okay, bye. Can I help you? Hi. Hmm? What do you see? No? I love you. I still don't see what. It's too windy. Do you see birdie? Do you see birdie? Oh, you can see your cute little freckle. Yeah, your cute little freckle. You're pretty. I love you.